33 minutes past the hour. Did Hillary Clinton commit a felony by deleting personal emails? That's the question being asked now. The law says emails cannot be deleted until official records have, taken a look at them. Judge Alberto Gonzales, the former Attorney General of the George Bush administration and Dean at Belmont University College of Law in Tennessee. And sir, good morning and welcome back to America's Newsroom.
Good morning, Bill. Good to be with you.
Based on everything you have seen, did she violate federal law?
You know, Bill, I'm not comfortable trying and convicting Secretary Clinton in the media without knowing what all the facts are. I think we need to let Congress do its job. And if she's done something wrong, she should be held accountable. Obviously, what's being reported in the media is very, very troubling. Government records are intended to be preserved and then to be turned over to the government when someone leaves office. That apparently didn't happen here. And so there's some very troubling issues that I think the American people and the American Congress deserve answers.
Okay, I respect the fact that you're keeping your powder dry for now. Do you know about this form OF-109? Apparently you have to sign that when you leave the State Department and perhaps other departments of the federal government?
Yes, when I left the Department of Justice as the Attorney General, I had to sign a form as well, again, with respect to representing that you turn over all official documents, you don't have in your possession classified information. That would be something that would customarily be
that's a known thing in Washington, D.C. then, right?
Of course, and Hillary Clinton has been around government long enough to understand that would be a standard procedure with respect to anyone holding a position that would have access to classified information.
Okay, Shannon Coffin's a former lawyer with the Justice Department during the Bush time.
I know Shannon well.
You know Shannon. He was on with Megyn last night, and he had a series of questions that he laid out that he once answered. Here are some.
Every employee at the State Department has to sign this little piece of paper when they leave the State Department. And it says, I certify, basically under penalty of perjury, that I have returned all official records that were in my possession while I was an officer of the Department of State. So where is that document?
Can you answer that?
Well, I can't answer that. I'm assuming that is in fact what happened here. There are a lot of unanswered questions here in terms of whether or not, I mean, she has turned over, she says, all of her government records, but we really don't know that. We don't know whether or not on her server there was any classified information. We don't know whether or not there were any successful hacks into that server. So there's still a lot of unanswered questions here that, again, I support the efforts by Congress, and I think the questions raised by the American media, the American public about what happened here.
Now, final question, would it be as simple as Coffin suggested last night, that you could go out and figure out, does this form exist, and did Hillary Clinton sign it? And if she did, what then? If she did not, why not?
Well, I mean, obviously that's an important question to ask, but you're taking what could be a very complicated set of circumstances and distilling it down in one simple question, and I'm not sure that would be appropriate in this particular case. Again, we need someone who's independent of the Clintons to examine that server and to see, whether or not there are other existing government emails, to see whether or not, to the extent possible, they were deleted. So a lot of work still needs to be done.
I got it. In a final word here, will that happen with the server, yes or no?
What happened?
Will it happen? Because she said the other day she's not giving her server up.
I think as a political matter, if this is someone who's really interested in running for president, to say that it was inconvenient to use government email, I'm not sure that's a position that's sustainable, but that's for the experts in the political world. But I'm not sure that that's something that's sustainable.
Thank you, sir. Alberto Gonzales from Tennessee today, the former Attorney General. Appreciate you coming back.
Thank you.